This is going to be a very interesting video. So Stranger Things is finally reaching its end, and everyone has the same question: who's making it out alive? So, in today's video, we're going through every main and side character and predicting who will survive the final volume and who's getting killed off. But before that, a spoiler warning for you, because I'll share some leaked images and videos from the sets of Stranger Things, which might spoil your experience. So if you want to avoid any potential spoilers, you can skip this video. So let's start with 11, arguably the main protagonist of the show. She can go either way. But the thing is that we have already experienced her sacrificial moment in Stranger Things Season 1. So I think she's gonna survive Vecna. And after all this chaos settles down, she'll leave Hawkins with 8, aka Kali. Yes, these were rumors even before the release of Volume 1, that 11 will leave Hawkins with Kali, and after Kali's appearance in Volume 1, I can see that happening. Let's move on from 11 to her best friend, Max Mayfield. And she's also 50-50 for now. She might escape from Vecna's memories with Holly, but I think at this point, killing her character would be a better choice. Because even if she ever comes back to her senses, she'll be blind, and she'll also be on wheelchair. So killing her character would be showing mercy to her. And even if she ever lives, then Lucas will have to take care of her for the rest of his life. And by doing that, they can give a nice, sweet touch to Lucas and Max's love story. And Lucas is safe. Like, he's 100% safe. He's one of the safest characters in this entire series. Next character, Jim Hopper. Although he's ready to die anytime, because he was wearing dynamite on his chest to blow Vecna with him, but he's going to make out alive. Because again, we had his sacrificial moment at the end of Season 3, and Duffer Brothers won't repeat that, and there are also some leaked images, which I will show in few seconds. So Jim Hopper is safe, and with him, Mike Wheeler is also safe. We might get a Wheeler death, but it won't be Mike, and I'm very positive that he's going to survive. And this is the leaked image I was talking about, and this is real. Like, for real. But again, as I said, with Max's character, that killing this character would be the right thing. Because what in the fucking Netflix is this? Like, this show is on Netflix, so what can I say? And, mind you, this image came out before even the release of trailer. And if you notice their outfits, they're wearing the same outfit they were wearing in this show. So these images are 100% real. Unless they cut this scene out, which I don't think is ever gonna happen. So Mike is also safe. Well, the next character is Will. And I am assuming that this image will be before the final battle, or at the start of Volume 2. But I think Will's character will die, and his ending will be a very heroic ending to his character. And this is a theory of mine, but I think everything that is connected through hive mind, like Demogorgons, Demodogs, Vecna, Will and Mind Flayer, are all going to die at once. So Will is in the red zone. Next is Holly Wheeler, the safest Wheeler, and she's 100% safe alongside my recently favorite character, Delightful Derek. He's too goated to die. And I don't think that Vecna or even Mind Flayer have enough power to kill him. Even if he faces Vecna, he'll just go to his face and will scream, "Suck my fat one!"
Jesus, what?
And talking about sucking, the next characters are Robin and Vicky. Now just for the shock value, they can chop Robin off, but that seems unlikely. So she's safe alongside her girlfriend, and after this ends, she'll finally take her on a date. And that will be a very sweet ending to their arcs as well. And, I mean, who doesn't like two girls dating and doing all that stuff? Fuck this shit though! Next, another two characters, and they're coming from the Wheeler family, Karen and Ted Wheeler. Although they both are in a very bad condition right now, but they're gonna make it to the end. But to be honest, the way they ignored my boy Ted after getting injured by Demogorgon, I felt so bad. But let's get over from this family by adding the last, and my favorite Wheeler, Nancy Wheeler, and she's in the danger zone. And Vecna is also pissed at her, and in Season 4 he showed her all the visions and everything. And because of those visions, they kept on looking for Vecna, without knowing that even if he's alive or not, so Vecna will try to kill her, but she has two bodyguards who won't let her die that easily. So she's also 50-50. And with this, the Wheeler family is in safe zone, excluding Nancy. She's somewhere in between. And the bodyguards I was talking about, Jonathan and Steve. And there are too many flags around these two, way too many red flags. Not the relationship red flag, but the danger zone red flag. And if not both, then one of them is definitely dying. And throughout the season 5, we see that they both are competing with each other at everything and not getting along so well, which is not a good sign. There are just too many hints. Like Jonathan, for example. The moment he pulled out that ring from the tape, I knew that he's cooked. And him not proposing to Nancy for now is also not a good sign for his character. Nancy might never find out about the ring. And Jonathan versus Steve shows that their death will be something like this, where both will be involved, and whoever dies, the other person will be right next to him. And Steve fans, I'm sorry, but it is not looking good for you guys at all. Now, I don't want to go into details, but if you remember that in Volume 1, Jonathan called Steve selfish.
Flowers, you selfish, chauvinistic meathead!
So the scene could go something like this, that they're both in danger, but then Steve finds out about the ring that Jonathan has planned to give Nancy. So Steve will try to protect Jonathan by sacrificing himself. And in his last moment, he'll prove that Jonathan was wrong. And Steve was never selfish. And I'm going to play something here, because I think I'm right. Listen to this. Yeah, and his or Jonathan's death will be the most heartbreaking death in this series. And if you remember, there was a shot and trailer which included that same tower which Steve and Jonathan climbed at the start. So there will be another scene similar to that where someone will have to climb that tower, and whoever climbs that will die. So Steve and Jonathan are both in red zone. Next character is Dustin, and he's the safest character out of these 4. They all went into the upside down world together, and they won't be coming back out together. But between Jonathan and Steve is in more danger zone, and his death will impact Dustin's character just like Eddie's. After Eddie's death, Dustin is so dull and serious all the time. He wasn't even getting along with Steve. And in the video you can hear his screams. Witnessing his best friend's death in back-to-back seasons would definitely be traumatic for him. So yeah, Dustin is safe. And his girlfriend should also be safe. And I don't think she's his girlfriend anymore. She wasn't in the Volume 1, even for a single frame. And I don't think she'll be in the upcoming volumes either. So she's safe. But they'll definitely address or even show her at the end, where Dustin will also leave Hawkins and will live at the same place as Suzie. Next is Erica and Santa Murray, and they both won't be heavily involved in the final volumes. Especially Erica, but Murray might get some screen time while smuggling some more stuff for the gang to defeat Vecna. So both of them are safe. There are some more side characters like Argyle and Mr. Clark, and they don't really add anything to the story, and they won't be in the final volumes even for a split second. Mr. Clark foreshadowed everything that has happened in this series so far, and he already had his moment at the start of Season 5 where he was explaining Wormhole. And they'll use that method to enter in Dimension X. Now, Dimension X is a different place to the Upside Down world, where Henry got his powers from and where Mind Flayer resides. You'll have to wait 3-4 days for my next upload. And don't worry, I'll explain it to you in that video. But yes, Mr. Clark is safe, and Argyle is also safe. Mr. Clark might get a mention when they'll put Wormhole to work, but Argyle is long gone, and he won't be appearing. So he's safe. And the last 2 characters in this list are Joyce and Henry, aka Vecna. And Henry will definitely die. Like there's no way he's going to survive. Even if they show that he was under Mind Flayer's influence and Mind Flayer was using his body for his own shit. So, no matter what they show about him, he's going to die. But Joyce's character is the most interesting in this list for me. Although Joyce's role wasn't much in the Volume 1, but when Max was wandering in Henry's memories, she goes to a memory where we see young version of Joyce giving an invitation to Steve's dad. And this was an invitation of a play directed by Joyce, and all the characters including both Wheelers, Hopper, Alan Munson, and Patty Newby were starring in that play. And there's another very interesting name here, which is Henry Creel, aka Vecna. So Joyce Hopper and everyone knew Vecna from the very beginning. And Joyce being the director, she's probably the most familiar with him. So we'll see Henry's past in the finale of Season 5, and I think Henry has a special connection with Joyce as well. And there were rumors that maybe Will or Holly Wheeler are one of his offspring, so we'll see that once final volume comes out. But one thing is for sure, everyone including Hopper knew him since their teenage, but no one said or mentioned anything about him. So Joyce can go either way, but there are very high chances that she'll survive. And her relation with Henry, and how well they know each other. For that, I'll make a video on Vecna's past and his true origin before the final volume. I have some theories in mind, and there's also a canon prequel play to this series where we see all these characters in their teenage. Most of the people are unaware of it, so if you're one of them, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'll upload my next video on that topic. And for this video, this is it, and this was my list. And what do I think about characters and their ending? So this could be wrong, but what do you think about this video? And which character do you think is 100% going to die in this season? Feel free to write your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe, motherfucker.